Today's model is an affordable 5 bedrooms, 3 bathroom, 3 car garage, a ranch style home. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Orlando Home Show where strategy matters, passion rules. And guys, today I am back in winter heaven. I am doing a series where I want to bring you a lot of affordable homes. As you go deeper into the suburban area, you'll find a little bit more affordability with the prices as they have gone up crazy in the last few years because of the COVID and everything else and the lower interest rate. I'm just trying to find you some affordable houses. A lot of people are kind of reaching out and trying to find some affordable suburban areas. So I am in winter heaven today, showcasing a beautiful model right behind me. It's a 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3 car garage. It's a ranch style home on a 60 by 120 lot. The first thing you're going to notice is this big cement pad right up front. You can easily park about 4 to 5 cars right here. You have a 1 car bay with this beautiful coach light, and then you also have this nice 2 car bay over here. You have this nice walkway, and I like the fact that they have given you a light right outside. Not every builder does that. So let's go inside and check this beautiful floor plan out. Hello, and welcome to another beautiful floor plan. Now, I am in winter heaven, and if you'd like to know more about winter heaven, make sure to check out Orlando Living with D. That's where I do a lot of community videos. We talk about school, hospital, shopping, dining. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? I bring you 8+ models every single month, and that gives you a good idea of what are the floor plans that are available. Now, a lot of agents will only do the floor plans that are decorated, and I have learned from my experience, with every builder, they'll have like 10, 12 floor plans, but then they'll only have 2, 3, or 4 decorated model. And for me, unless I'm able to walk through the whole house, looking at it on a piece of paper doesn't make a lot of sense. So the model that I'm showing you, or the floor plan that I'm showing you today, is a 5 bedrooms, 3 bathroom, 3 car garage. It's a ranch style home with an all-in price of $464,900 plus minus $10,000, depending upon where the lot is. Now with this builder, it's an inventory builder. This is the house. This is what it comes with. Take it or leave it. There's no going to the design center. And if you are going to be building a home from scratch, please do me a favor and watch my video on do's and don'ts of building a brand new home. I've not only told you what you should do with the builder, but what you shouldn't, so you can save some money and do it yourself and thank me later. So today I'm showcasing this beautiful house. It is in a HOA community. The HOA is about $69, but for $69, you have a dog park, you have a resort style pool. They're building up a clubhouse. They're going to be a gym. They're going to be a walking trail and a kids play area. So it's going to have a lot. Now this community does have a CDD, which is about $2,032 a year. Now let me just explain to you a little bit about the CDD, because a lot of people are like, oh wow, it has a CDD, and they're kind of all ticked off. Let me just tell you, in a community that doesn't have a CDD, the price of the same house is probably going to be $20,000 or $30,000 more. It is basically a development tax that you still have to pay. And what happens is that some builders will pay that up front, but you as a consumer still have to pay that. So the base prices or the end prices are going to be more. It is for the development of the infrastructure, like putting the sewer line, the internet cable line, the lights, everything that you need to get the house or get the land ready to be able to build. So that is something to please keep in mind. So it's not like, hey, it's a huge difference, but this is something just you want to keep that in mind. Now, right behind me, you would see it has a nice 8-foot door, which is included. The ceiling height is 9.2. Now this is a newer model with this builder, and I wanted to show you because I want to make sure that I show you all the floor plans so that you get a very good idea. Now this is a very well laid out 5 bedrooms, 3 bathroom, and a 3 car garage. Usually you will have 3, 2, 2, 4, 2.5, 4, 3. But a 3 car garage is a very rare find, so I wanted to make sure that I show you. Now they have another floor plan, and if the video is not released, it will be releasing soon because I'm going to cover that also. What I love is that you have this nice open area. Now it does come with the MVP, not only in your living area, but all throughout the house. So there is no carpet. Can I get a hallelujah right at the comment below? Now, they have 2 bedrooms right there with the bathroom. And the good thing is that they usually, you know, when you walk in, there's usually a wall and then you have to go around. So I love the fact that it is open. You have those upgraded MVP flooring with a 9'2" ceiling height. And then right over here is your very first bedroom. Now with this builder on their inventory home, everything is included. So you get your beautiful magnetic blind. Look at that. Like I moved from a place where we had those strings, and with my little kids, they're always playing with it and it's kind of dangerous. So I love the fact that these are nice magnetic blinds. So I really love that. And what I love the most is that you have a nice 8-foot door, like a single door leading to your closet. So this is fantastic. Nothing extraordinary about the closet, just a standard size. But I love the fact that you have an 8-foot door, you have a 60 by 120 lot, which is a pretty good size lot. You still have a decent sized yard. However, it may not be big enough to build a pool because the floor pad or the pad of the house, because it's a ranch style home, is just single story, so it takes more space. So that is something to keep in mind. Right over here is your very first bathroom. It's a shower tub combination with nice subway white tiles. I would have loved if they would probably one day take it all the way up. You have a choice of granite or quartz. Now with this builder, this is the house, so in this case they have this nice quartz over here with the undermount sink, beautiful cabinet, which is included in the price. So that is something that I want you to know. If you've been looking and you've been sitting on the fence because of the interest rate, the rates are what the rates are. The question that you really need to ask yourself is, hey, can I afford to buy a house with today's rate and today's prices? With this builder and with a lot of builder right now with the incentives, this is a small, window for you to be able to buy a house, because right now I'm seeing builders do crazy things. Like in this home, in this community, on an inventory home, they're not only buying your rate down to 5.5%, they're giving you $15,000 on top of it for your closing cost and prepaid. Now you can use that to even buy the rate down more if that is what you would like to do. And they're giving you washer, dryer, refrigerator, blinds, garage door opener, and the microwave, it vents outside. This is one of the biggest thing that I have because we use a lot of spices, but this is just something I want you to be aware of. You also have this nice linen closet right over here. And then this is your other secondary bedroom. I want to stay in the corner. If you do want to know the exact dimensions because you want to see, hey, will it fit my furniture, then please make sure to put that in the comment below. I will be happy to send you the exact floor plan so you can do the dimensions. And guys, if you are looking, buying a home is one of the most important thing and the biggest expense for your life. You don't buy homes every day. So please make sure whoever you choose to work with, you check their reviews, check us out on Google, on Facebook, on Zillow. One thing that me and my team are very, very good at is that we make sure that when you come down, we're not just taking you on a blind hunt and show you 50 homes that doesn't fit your criteria or your need. We want to be able to talk to you up front, most likely do a Zoom call and know exactly what is that you are looking for. You also have a closet area right over here. So nothing extraordinary, just a simple closet. And then as I come out, the whole house kind of opens up, but I just love, look at this. I'm like, you have so much space. And even your passage or your foyer, it's pretty nice. It's pretty wide, so that is good. You also have a coat closet for like 4 days that it was cold in Florida. But I'm sure you guys are going through some rough weather up north. And I know and every year we get a lot of people that have been thinking and thinking and thinking, and then they finally make a decision to come. Now, before I take you in, I want to show you the garage because I want to point out a couple of things in the garage. Now, this builder is is a block builder. So you have your block construction right over there. You also have your lawn maintenance, your sprinklers right there, entrance to the attic over here. And this is how you get the floors in your garage. I would highly suggest that you epoxy them. Make sure to watch the videos on things that I have suggested for you to be able to do to your house to keep the value. And then you have the garage door opener here. You don't get it for your second one, but it is wired, so you can do that. When I personally built my home, I did that and it cost me about $500 with the labor and the part. So it's not that expensive. Just make sure when you do that, do the belt one, don't do the chain one, because the belt one is a lot quieter. And then right over here, you also have another closet. So this house has a lot of space. And I always say this, guys, don't get carried away on the square footage, because I have seen homes that are 4.2, about 1900 square foot, and they are laid so well that it makes a lot of sense. So just make sure the flow of the house is there. I also love the fact that you have those lights in the foyer, because sometimes builders will only have one light. So it's kind of nice. It kind of brightens up your pathway. And then right over here is your laundry room. Now it does come with the washer and dryer on all the inventory home. It's not there yet. Now you will also see there is a lot of blue tape right over here. Basically what that is, that before this house gets ready to close, a builder is going to do a blue tape walkthrough, and you will also have an opportunity to do that. And what they want to do is they want to point out every little thing that they need, whether that be paint, whether that be related to caulking, or whether that be the baseboard or your door board, something so that they are ready when you move in. It's a brand new. Now you're still going to find little nicks and nooks, but that is normal because it's built by people like you and me. So it's not going to be perfect. It's not made by robots, you know, so it will always have few things. And with most of the builders, they give you 1, 2, and a 10-year warranty also. So that covers. One thing that I've noticed with this builder that they started to do, which they were not doing before, they used to have a solid door that kind of covers your AC handler. And it's nice when they have a door like this, because, you know, the AC handler needs to breathe. And when you have a door which is ventilating like this, it doesn't take a lot, because other than that, you only have this little space right there for the air to go. But having it this way is a lot better for your AC and for the functionality of the AC. And on this side, you have your other bedrooms. I'm going to take you to the bedroom first, and this is what I'm talking about. You have a little nick here, a little nick there. These are the things that you do on your walkthrough. Then they will also have a green tape outside, something that is related to the construction. If it needs cement work, or if you know you see the stucco is out, then that is what they do. Now this is the third bedroom with the nice window bringing in a good amount of light. And I'm going to just say, what I would have really loved, especially in your living area and in your master bedroom, to have those extra lights. If you are going to build a house from scratch, make sure to get that, because trust me, it is definitely going to help, especially if you are going to be working from home. And then you also have your closet space right there. And one thing I want to point out, that they actually have a very different electric system right there. And what this does is, and let me see if I can show you. So they have this whole thing that kind of comes out. And if you can see, when I can pull this little thing out, and I'm not going to do that because I don't want to break it, but it doesn't really have any wires at the back. What it has is those little pointers. Now this is something that they started doing, I think, about 1.5 years. So before they used to just have those wirings and stuff. Now that is what they have. And then right over here is the other bedroom. So this is the fourth bedroom. They're pretty much very similar in size. So maybe a little bit here, a little bit that. You also have a really nice baseboard. It's not your standard 2-3. It's a little bit bigger than that. I would have loved the crown molding too, but this is something that you can always do later on. And then right over here is your closet space. And then you have a master bedroom right at the very back. So it's not a true split floor plan, but somewhat of a split floor plan. Now I'm going to go over here because I want to show you the other secondary bathroom. Shower tub combination. Now they're still finishing this home, and I want to make sure that I'm able to get you to all of those homes. And it is my sincere effort that I get you all those homes. So sometimes you will find situation like this. So please bear with it, because my goal is to be able to show you. Now the toilet goes where the toilet goes. So there's no rocket science with that. I'm sure you can figure that out. But what you can figure out is, hey, if I walk in, where are my rooms? How is it laid out? Does it work? Does the functionality of this going to work for you and your family? Now, what I also love is that you have the double sink, you have the cords. Now, please keep in mind, you do not go to a design center to be able to do any of that, because this is what it is. They are an inventory builder. They are a spec builder, and this is the house and this is how you get it. Now, right over here is your living area. And oh my God, I would have really loved to have some extra lights. And I'm telling you, because that's beautiful, nice and sunny it is today. The next hour could be pouring like no other day tomorrow and all gloomy. And I personally like when you really have a lot of windows, which it does. You know, you got the 2 window panels there, another window panel with the covered lanai, which is included, and then another big area right there for your like a semi-private dining area. And then look at the size of your island right over here. I just love, you know, you can easily have like 3 seats. I would have loved some pendant lights, but I do like the fact that they have 2 spotlights right over here. I love that you have the backsplash, you have the 38-inch cabinets, and your microwave, hallelujah, went outside. You see, the drawback is that you lose a cabinet space over here, but you got to give something, and I would personally do that because I did that in my house because we use a lot of spices, so it's kind of nice. But what I also like is that when you have your backsplash, they have this really nice, neat lining to it, so it kind of gives you that really good feeling. It looks really high end, and then you have this beautiful color. You know, I'm not a huge fan of white because, you know, with white, every little thing is going to show. So I think a darker color like this is better. You have your pantry right over here. You know, nothing extraordinary, just a simple, you know, it's a pretty good, decent size. And then right over here, I love that you have another cabinet and you have like a bread station or a coffee station. It does come with Whirlpool appliances. So you are going to have your side-by-side Whirlpool refrigerator. You're going to have your Whirlpool range and also the Whirlpool along with the washer and dryer. And then let me go ahead and take you outside because I want you to have a good idea of the covered lanai. And then also, how much space do you have if you're into gardening or if you're thinking about making a pool? You know, on a 60 by 120, if it was a 2-story home, you would have had enough land to be able to build a nice pool and still have a little bit more land left. Now, since this is a single-story home, you don't have a lot of land. So one of the other thing also is that you can easily get this screen, which is kind of nice. I did that personally on my house, and I'm telling you, it looks amazing. Now, you do have to go through your HOA just to kind of let them know, and every county and every HOA have different rules, but that is something that you could do. This is where your lot line goes to, and this is why I was telling you, like, you have until this point, so it doesn't really give you a lot of room because all you have is from there to this point. So you don't have a lot of land, but if you're into gardening and stuff, this is still enough land. And remember how I was telling you that you have plus minus $10,000? This house has a $10,000 premium because it's looking at that retention pond area right behind you, so it has a nice view. Now, as I come in, I want to show you the master bedroom. Let me know what you think of this house so far. I'm like, what do you think of the layout and what your thoughts are? Now, this is your master bedroom. Pretty good size. You know, it's really nice. You have a window right there and a window there. Extra light would have made it just amazing. But it is what it is, and for the price that you are getting this with 5.5% interest rate for FHA, VA, and if the community qualifies for a USDA, then that is the rate plus $15,000 or up to $15,000 for your closing costs that you can use to either buy down the rate or take care of most of your closing costs. So that is something to keep in mind. Here's what you have, your master bathroom. So you're going to have a walk-in shower with this nice subway tiles. You have a little trench for your soap and shampoos and conditioners and everything else. And then you have the double sink right here, which is nice. I love that. And then you also have a privacy door for your water closet, which is a very nice size. Yes, I know I haven't shown you the closet space, and I know the queens are not going to be happy, so let me take you there. So this is your closet area. Not a huge fan of this, but this is your closet area. It's a pretty good size. I would highly, highly recommend that you get like a custom closet or IKEA, something. If you're handy, you could probably do it yourself. And then you also have a linen closet or a towel closet right over here. Let me know your thoughts on this. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos in a little bit of a deeper suburban area. A few of my viewers have also asked me, hey, if I can show them more affordable housing that probably won't break the bank and we still have a decent sized house. And that is what I'm going to be concentrating for the next couple of weeks to be able to bring you that. Now guys, if you are looking, please give us a call. And if you are a first time home buyer, make sure to click on this QR code because we are going to be doing first-time home buying seminars throughout the year. And I would love for you to come to understand exactly what is that you need to do. You may not be ready now to kick the landlord to the curb, but what I really want you to understand is that one way or the other, you're paying a mortgage. If it's not yours, it's your landlord. So I don't know about you, but I would rather pay my stuff myself and try to get ahead because, you know, with rent, they go up every single year. Every single year things happen. If you are in a position, then I would highly suggest you come to that class because you're going to learn a lot. And this is something that I'm very much concentrated on being able to do all throughout the year. Now, if Spanish is your main language, then make sure to check out Orlando Home Show in Espanol, run by amazing Anna. And if you want to know about the community, make sure to check out Orlando Living. And if you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor and press that thumbs up button because I do put in a lot of effort, time, energy in bringing you this information so you can decide. I'm doing my song and dance on TikTok, so please follow us. I guess follow us everywhere because I want to make sure that our content comes in front of the right people. Until the next video, thank you for watching. Bye for now.